Hey Comments, welcome to another day of learning, and we are going to finish out the packet for this week, page 4, and so let's go right to it. It says, applying what we know. Use what we have covered regarding expressions to solve each word problem. Alright, lots of writing, don't get afraid of it. Okay, we're just going to read it for key information. Seth went to Leonard's Laughs to purchase funny items to use at a birthday party. He decided to get 2 packs of googly eyes, 3 pairs of creepy glasses, and 1 bag of fake ants. Oh, Seth. The expression M minus 2A plus 3B plus C represents the amount of money in dollars Seth will have left after his purchases, where M represents the amount of money he gives the cashier in dollars. A represents the cost of a pack of googly eyes in dollars. B represents the cost of a pair of creepy glasses in dollars. And C represents the cost of a bag of fake ants in dollars. So how much will Seth have left if he gives the cashier $9? The googly eyes are 80 cents per pack. The creepy glasses are $1.30 per pack. And the fake ants are $2.50 a bag. Alright, well, let's get to work on this. Okay, we know. So let's list out the information we're given. Alright, first I'm going to start with this expression. M minus, in parentheses, 2A plus 3B plus C. Alright, markers about it. So let's go with another one here. And it says that M represents the amount of money. A represents the number of, the cost of googly eyes. B represents the cost of creepy glasses. And last but not least, C represents the cost of the fake ants. Okay, so down here it tells us that the money he gets is $9. And the cost of a pair of googly eyes, or a pack, I should say, is 80 cents, but we're writing it in terms of dollars, so we're going to write 0.80. And then creepy glasses is $1.30. And last but not least, the fake ants are $2.50 per bag. All right, so let's take a closer look. All right, here's all the information that we have. Now, do you have to write it all out? No. No, I did just so we knew exactly where all these numbers were coming from. Okay? So basically took all that big paragraph and turned it into a list of information. Okay, what you really do need, though, is this expression, and then you put the numbers into the expression, and then we're going to simplify it. It's like evaluating, like we did earlier this week. All right? So M is now going to become 9 minus 2 times A. Well, A is 80 cents, so I'm going to do 2 times 0.80, because remember, when a number is next to a variable, it means to multiply. So 2 times 80 cents, and think about the meaning there. All right, how many packs of the googly eyes did he buy? We bought 2, right? So that's what this 2 represents. And so each pack costs 80 cents, we're going to multiply that by 2. That's going to tell us how much we spent on googly eyes. And then 3 times the $1.30 plus, run out of room, 1 pack of ants. Okay, notice there's no number in front of C, so I'm not multiplying the 250 by anything. Then I'm closing it off. Okay, so now notice, up here we had an algebraic expression, because there's variables in there. Now we don't. Okay, this is a numeric expression because we put numbers in for all the variables. Now we're ready to simplify using the order of operations, and we should be able to come up with a final answer. Okay, so we look at order of operations. We have parentheses, so we need to do what's inside parentheses first. Okay, we've got some multiplication. We should do that before we do the addition. So I'm going to pull up the handy dandy calculator here, and we're going to multiply 2 times 80 cents, and that is $1.60. Okay? Little secret here, I can go ahead and do all these multiplications separate, and then we'll add them all together on the next step. So 3 times $1.30, and that would give me $3.90, so $3.90. And then the $2.50, I didn't need to multiply anything there. But don't forget to bring down the 2 minus, because if you don't, remember to do that, we're going to be thrown off later on. Okay, so see how we did that? We simplified, multiplied each of these, and we brought everything else down. Okay? All right. Now we need to do some adding. Okay, so let's go back to the calculator. We've got $1.60. Oops. So let's see here. Pull up a new calculator. $1.60. I'm going to add that to $3.90. If you're okay with it, I'm just going to do this all in one step. And that gives me a total of $8. All right, in parentheses. Now I don't need the parentheses, okay, because I simplified that out. Okay, all of this equals $8. All right, in fact, I don't need the 800 because it's just 8 whole. So 9 minus 8 for a total of $1. So what's the question asking? Let's go back to that. The question asks, how much will Seth have left if he gives the cashier $9? Okay, so he will have, I'm planning ahead very well. So I'm going to put a 1 here and say he will have $1 left. There's my final answer. All right. Okay, he will have $1 left. Okay, so again, guys, basic idea here is you're going to take the expression, you're going to put the information into the correct spot, you're going to do all the operations and simplify that expression, and you're going to come up with an answer. All right? Based on what I'm seeing, I think every other problem on this page is basically like that. Okay? Oh, you know what? I take that back. Number 3. We probably should go through number 3. All right, so let's go ahead and do that. Number 3. This video just got longer. But that's okay. I've got time. You got time. All right, so Raphael, Hector, and Brian are comparing their stamp collections. Hector has 50 more stamps than Raphael has. Brian has 1/2 the stamps that Hector has. Let S represent the number of stamps Raphael has. Write an algebraic expression to represent the number of stamps each person has. All right. So even though they don't ask me to do this, I'm going to put Raphael. Okay? And it says to represent how many stamps he has by writing S. Okay, I get it. S for stamps. Okay? Then A asked me to write the number of stamps that Hector has. Okay, well, I don't know how many Hector has, but I do know that Hector has 50 more stamps than Raphael. So think back to yesterday when we were translating a word phrase into an algebraic expression. Having more stamps means we're going to do adding. Okay, so I'm going to take the number of stamps that Raphael has, all right, and I'm going to add 50, and that should equal how many Hector has. So I'm going to do 7 plus 50. And that's going to represent how many stamps that Hector has. All right, got it? Now, I'm going to go to letter B, and this is the number that Brian has. Okay, well, what does it tell us about how many Brian has? It says Brian has 1/2 the stamps that Hector has. Okay, there's not the word of, but it's kind of there. I could put it in, 1/2 of the stamps that Hector has. So really what I'm doing here is I'm multiplying the number Hector has, which is S plus 50, and then I'm going to multiply that by 1/2. Okay, so let's take a look at that. Brian, 1/2 S plus 50. Okay, because Hector has 50 more than Raphael. Raphael has S, and then Brian has 1/2 of that. Okay, now C says all three together. So I'm going to put total. Now I could go ahead and write S plus 50 plus 1/2 S plus 50 in parentheses. Okay? Now, we could clean this up a little bit. All right? And what we're going to do here is combine like terms. Okay, but first, we probably should use the distributive property a little bit here. Okay? We get to see how the distributive property can help. So we're going to do 1/2 of S, which just gives us 1/2 S, and then 1/2 of 50. Okay? 50 cents, so half 50 cents, 25 cents. So I'm going to say 25 there. And then I'm going to bring down all this other stuff that I didn't use. And now I'm going to combine like terms again. Okay? I see that S, S, and 1/2 S all have the same variable, so I'm going to add them together. So 1, 2, and 1/2. So 2.5 S plus, I've got a 50. I got a 50, and I've got a 25. Those are like terms because they don't have variables. So 50 plus 25 is going to be 75. So that's my expression. 2.5 S plus 75. Okay? That's all three together. All right? Is there anything else that they want us to do here? Let's check. Oh, yes. Use your expression from part C, right here, to calculate the number of stamps they have all together if Raphael has 120 stamps. Okay, so what are we going to do with that? Well, we're going to put that S now equals 120 stamps. Okay? Sorry, it's getting a little bit hard to see here. All right, now what are we going to do with that, though? Well, I'm going to put 120 in for S. So I'm going to do 2.5, because 2.5 is 2.5, times 120, and then I'm going to add this 75. Okay, let's go to the calculator. Okay, 2.5 times 120 equals 300 plus 75 gives me 375. So 375 stamps, okay, would be my answer for D. All right, let you see that a little bit better. Okay, I know it's kind of running out of room over here. So 375 stamps. Now, what's that last question asking? Let's see. Okay, use your expression from part C to calculate the number of stamps they have together. Brian has 100 stamps. Whoa. Explain the reasoning. Oh boy. We're going to have to go back up in here. Alright? Do a little detective work. Okay? Because if Brian has 100, wow. What's that going to mean? Okay? Well, Brian has half of what Hector has. Okay? So if Brian's got 100, Hector must have 200, right? I hope I thought that right. A little bit on the spot here. And if Hector has 200, Raphael has 150. Okay, now I'm going to work my way backwards just to make sure I'm thinking right. Okay? So if Raphael has 150, and Hector has 50 more, that would make 200, and if Brian has half of what Hector has, that means he has 100. I think we got it. All right? So add those together, 100, 200, that's 300, 100 more is 400 plus 50, 450. So I believe, with a pretty good degree of certainty, that is right. Okay? You can check, see if I'm right, and let me know if I'm not. All right? Sorry. Okay. Well, hope you guys are still engaging. Thanks for watching. Bye.